following catalyst traders is for educational purposes only. You must consult a financial advisor before deploying real assets of any kind. Everything discussed or mentioned here are just my thoughts and ideas. After you consult a financial advisor, you must trade your plan within your means. Hello everyone. I hope traders and investors alike were green on Friday. In this video, I want to go over the action that we had from our trading room, the trading action we had from our trading room from Friday. We're going to do this video a little different. It was options expiration Friday, and we were expecting a chop at open. Options expiration has a particular way that they trade. It likes to chop, and then we get some kind of a range or at least some decent movement. Yesterday or Friday was not the best day to trade. That's for sure. It was some pretty tough action in the options market. So we're going to stick with just price action in this video. We're going to go over the overall market health in tonight's video. So we'll start from here on a 15-minute chart. We knew we were going to open up and chop. So let's go take a quick look. Pattern drawn on the 15. Let's go take a quick look at the 5-minute time frame. We got confirmation on the 5 and it come right back into the pattern. Very important to get confirmation on the time frame that we drew the pattern on. So let's get our first candle here. And you can see that candle's failing. Second candle's leaving the pattern. Now this candle barely, but actually confirms above the 20. So are we going to go higher? MACD on the 15's coming in for a cross. MACD on the 5 is open. Looks very nice there. And if we go into the 1, got a decent MACD here. This can go either way. So we're going to go right to the one minute chart here. And unfortunately, I already know that this setup failed and we come back into the box. And we're going to talk about how to keep you out of a bad trade for situations like this. So we got a nice break at the box on good momentum. Definitely could have been some opportunities here to take a trade. You can see we end up getting a fall or a rising 2 here, which is a candle pattern that we watched. No confirmation of that. You can see the bull flag pulling back in the, so we got a little bull flag break here, flag back into the 9, trying to push back up. We need to clear this. You're seeing an H buy pattern. Bull flag breaks form H buy patterns. Bear flag breaks forms H sell patterns. So we're looking for an H buy pattern here, the next candle. Next candle confirmed over, so that should start to stair step higher, right? 9 looks good. Now, one of the things I've really been stressing on here lately is expect backfill, because the market's been good candle, come back, backfill, good candle, come back, backfill. And another thing is your confirmation candle needs to be cleared before you take your entries. All right, so we got our confirmation candle. No entry until that confirmation candle's cleared. And this right here, just that little simple rule, will keep you out of a lot of bad trades. Confirmation candle not being cleared yet. Coming back to the 9. Could be a good place to buy. No confirmation candle. 9 turning down. Still an opportunity here if it presents itself. And right now we're starting to break back down. So let's go into the 5. You can see we have some support there with the 50. 9's coming up nicely. And let's go back into the 15. Since this was the confirmation time frame that we were looking for, once again, your confirmation candle was not taken out. So that simple rule right there, waiting on some confirmation, you couldn't even get it. And that's why I went to the 1 minute chart, because we didn't even get the confirmation on the 1, much less confirmation on the confirmation candle of the time frame that we broke out of. Sometimes I know trades go to the moon. We get those occasional trades that just want to pop right off without the rest of the setup. We can't trade every breakout like it's getting ready to go straight to the moon without the backfill. We can't do that. We need to expect the backfill and try to catch what we can on the faster breakouts. Because if you want to trade, and have a high win rate, we need to expect a backfill. Look for those setups. We cannot trade every single candle like it's getting ready to go to the moon. All right, so we got confirmation out. So as of right now, we're looking to take this confirmation candle out. If we get back above this 20 on the 15, we're going to start to look for a move higher. That's the setup. Got to break out. Got to take the confirmation candle to go higher. Right now, the bands look like it may want to come down. The 9 on the 15 looks good. Flagging right back into the 9 on the 15. All right, so let's go. Back to the 5, coming back in, kind of let that get caught up here. So that comes right in below Now let's go back to the 15 here. All right, so we still have not moved that. So basically, I was trying to let the 15-minute or the 5-minute time frame get caught up with the 15 here. That's what that was about. All right, let's go one candle. That candle right there is coming back out, bouncing off your 9. At this point, we need to clear the 20. We need to clear the confirmation candle. We need a candle to close up above here. We close up above there. It's on. One more candle. See if we can get it here. Not yet. Still not yet, but a nice hammer candle. The 9's coming up. We did barely, but we did close above the 20. So right now, possible price as memory type trade. Next candle's probably going to go to that area right there on the 15. Now let's keep in mind a lot can happen on the 15-minute time frame, but right there, boom, price as memory. It's not an H buy pattern, but it gives you that same setup. Candle close above. This candle close above the 50. So let's go into the 5 because we're not taking entries off of that. The 5 looks good. Close above. Band starting to turn up, right? Let's go into the 1. So that's your breakout right there. Now, if you were to break this down on a 1-minute chart, this right here, this candle right here closed above. You are coming out of your pattern. You can see that was the dip back into the pattern, working its way out. You can see a series of higher lows coming up through here until right here you got a matching set of lows starting to chop in that area. So really, and I do believe I had another box drawn on this area right here, waiting for that area to be cleared. And these candles closed above right here, come back in to put in a higher low. That's your first sign. That's all right. High, lower high, low, matching low. So that's a trend changing, some indecision right there. Right here, you just put in a higher high, higher low, starting an uptrend, coming back with a morning star type pattern, pushing up higher. For me, the best entry would have been right here. This candle right here. This candle right here closed above. This candle opened up inside bar. This candle pulled back, retesting in search of your moving averages on the way back up. This candle opening up, going higher. Now, right now we have what's called a rising 1. What will our next candle be? Will we get follow through on outside of the BBs? Bollinger Band support. Got follow through off the momentum candle, breaking up above. So, and I also want to point out that this range high here was cleared by that candle. So that's all a signal that we're going to go higher here. Does not mean we have to go straight above. And what did we say about backfill? Expect backfill. 9 is turning in. Looks like it's getting lazy here. So that was a nice move up. Coming back in at this point, we're looking for the retouch of the 9 and another setup to see if we can go higher here. And I do want to point out that all the levels on the chart that we're talking about were on the chart before market open, actually well before we even thought about trading on that Friday. The levels on our charts have been on our charts for quite some time. So coming back in, still hanging at that 9. We're looking for a break up above that 9 there. Or a break up above this candle range. And we're trying to go back up, respecting the 9 so far. Can we get the price as memory trade? Price as memory. A lot of times we can go back and refill that. Looks like a little cupish type action there. And then we're looking to go higher. 9's rolling in. You can see your goose head forming. See your goose head forming right there. Still watching for a touch of this area. That's target 1 until we clear that area. We're not looking to go higher than this area until that area is cleared. We need, one more time, we need a candle to close above this candle before we're looking to go higher. There is a price as memory trade in here. That's a whole different, that's a quicker trade. That's for my scalpers. You guys understand what I'm talking about. So you can see your goose head forming right here. This is a moving average pattern that we watch. So that's in the middle of forming. This MACD, we would like to see some more green coming, brighter green coming back into that MACD, showing that there's more energy there, more momentum. Still hanging out, just no power. I mean, this market, you can see this area here really needs to be cleared just to get a pop up to the target. This market's been very difficult. Trying to come back in here, and right there, come back in. We close below the 20 just to pop right back up. And this is the thing. we got to expect the backfill in this market. So strong candle closing back up above. This is a strong push. Goose head's working here. Looks like he's got a few knots on his head. It's not perfect, but there's the beak. Now we want to see the 9 and 20 opening up, starting to trend. Get some green coming into the 1 minute MACD. Let's go look at some other time frames just to see where we're at. Close above on the 5. You can see right here, tight contraction pattern. There's 3 candles were contracting. Those candles all traded within the range of this candle. It's close enough for me. And we did get a close up above here, and it failed. And that close up above, taking out that confirmation candle, would have been a scalp trying to push higher. Let's go to the 15. So a nice look here over top of this 50 and a close. This is at the point here where I really thought we would go up and touch that 451.54 level, which we never did make it. Here the target was coming up. Let's go to the 5. This was the target in this area that we were trading. We were watching this pre-market level right here, like a zone in between the top of this candle and this candle range. That was the zone we were watching to pull into for a target. That had to be cleared to go to 451.54. Unfortunately, we did not have enough power to clear this level at this time. Trying to push up here. So just to flagging back in, just to be aware, I'm going to throw a temporary line. This is not a major line. Let's see, horizontal line. I'm going to go right here in this area. I want to split. Actually, I want to go to the top range of that right there. Let's go from here, this range. Watching this range right in here, this whole basic candle coming up into here. Looking for, that's the target. Until that's clear, we're not looking to get to that 451.54. And now this market did not have a lot of power. Flagging back into the 9. So this was a very, very tough day. I wish it wasn't such a tough day, but it really, really was. You can see your flag here breaking. So breaking that flag, close above, trying to go higher, right into the zone. Still not getting into that. We actually got to close above that level, so that should be signaling a move higher. And in this case, it's breaking back down. Like I say, we got that move. So we got to move up above, expecting backfill coming back in. And in this case, it's just not working yet. So what we're going to do is we're going to draw another line, because if back above that line, we're bullish again. As we're breaking back down, we could come back in and look for a retest of the breakout area or some short-term moving averages. Now remember, we were watching the breakout from the 15, so that's the area we want to come back in and retest. If you go to your 15-minute chart, we're still bull flagging here. On your 15, you got a bull flag back into your 9 on the 15. So confirming over your bull flag there on your 15. Go check on the 5 here. You can see one 5-minute confirmation candle. You got your 9 and 20 right there. Those levels need to be cleared. Let's go check on the 1. So the 1, you got the 50 there. I'm going to go back to the 5, and we want a candle to confirm over those levels before we go in. Right there, we tried to, actually this candle gapped up. And that's why I say, just because a candle opens up above a level does not mean it's confirmation. A candle still has to close. That candle can gap up, but then in this case, it's a whole another 5 minutes waiting for that candle to close. In this case, it did not close properly. Closed back below. No taking out the confirmation candle. Another red candle. Confirmation candle's not been taken out. So that confirmation candle rule, we can see how valuable it is. You can also see right here on the 1, and as of right now, this is a tower top. That's your 3rd candle. No confirmation of your tower top yet. Let's go one more candle on the 1. So it took a 4th candle to come back down and still close right on that candle line. Looked like it wanted to dump and come right back up. Still no confirmation below that candle line. Let's go back into the 15. So we're back below. This was the original confirmation candle. So we need to see that candle taken out. Once again, you can see this candle gapped up and got ripped back down. So waiting on your confirmation candle to be taken out can be huge. All right, we're going to work on the 5 here. breaking back down, retesting this area, and trying to go higher here. So we got some nice backfill. Market was able to hold this area, pushing back up. That was your range low when we broke out the flags, which made that, support level there. Pushing up, you can see we dipped back into that area. Price as memory, that provided some nice scalps in there, dipping back down to that area. Candle closing up above, trying to push higher. Nice wick up there. Still no close above, trying to look like a little cup here. See what we get, and right there, close below that area, coming back down, retesting the breakout area. Like I say, some very, very, very tough action. Go back to the 1 minute time frame. You can see the breakdown. We lost 9. You can see the goose head leaving us with a nice pullback. But down here on the 1, starting to put in a morning star. You can see your long-legged doji. That's your first sign that something's changing. Indecision candle, but still letting you know something there is changing drastically. So instead of dumping, there was a big battle in that candle. You can see the MACD is still drowning gooses, like it wants to go lower. But we're looking for a move up here off from this, trying to see if we can confirm a morning star here. So let's go candle on the 1. Watch this candle range up here. So that confirmation would have made a nice scalp up in that area, but without clearing this, and of course clearing the 9, we're not looking to go any higher. So giving us a nice trading range in here. So we can already see like bear flag breaking down. We need something to break below that. I was going to draw a box. There's your goose head, still drowning goose, opening up. Brighter red histogram bars coming in. Trying to move lower here, still no close below. Right there, we got a candle to close below. That's starting to stair step lower. That candle right there closing below give you a quick short trade. As for the longer trending type trades, they're just not really here right now, not in this asset. You can see the 15, we are outside of those 15-minute BB. So your 15-minute your 5-minute BB is a resistance level. 15 is trying to break lower here, coming back in, retesting the breakout area. And we're getting very close to the end of the day here. So that candle right there was most likely just some profit taking. Go back to the 5. And we're going to turn the 5 on. On the 5, should have been on the whole time. Another right there, candle closing lower. Still no close on the 1 yet. You can see come down here a low. That's a matching low on the 1. So we need something to close below here to go lower. You can see your band squeezing in. Bands coming in, no close below, close back up above this area. Will we go higher? We have this area here. Just the way those candles are, there's no gap there because you got wicks in that area, so everything was filled there. But I would still be very leery of that candle line. I like it better if we can get back above that area. If we can't get back above that area, then it's a resistance level. See, pushing right up into there, trying to push, struggling right here in this area. You got your 50, your 200 up there. Trying to get higher closes here, pushing up. There we go. Almost higher close on the 1. Pushing up right into the end of the day. And that is the close of the market right there. Very, 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 very difficult day of trading. So I hope you can find some help or some use out of this. It was a very difficult trading day, trading the SPY with a lot of tough action. There was some opportunities, and there was money to be made. Discipline and as always, discipline is the key. Discipline and self-control is the key to trading. It's the key to your success in trading. And as you can see there, some really tough action. The market did exactly what we were expecting it open up and chop. We did not get the range or even the decent movement that we were hoping for. So like I say, I hope we find this helpful. And as always, I'll see you in the trading room. And we'll put out a video later on today about what to expect in this week's price action. Have a great weekend, everyone.